grace.
The man started praying in tongues, hoping to get something small.
Yeah. He never knew, the man he's approaching is an uncle in that kind of institution. So it was quite bad. He was giving out.
No, a hungry man on earth.
So find every way to just get something to feed.
It's normal.
It's really amazing, and quite funny. That's part of life.
Yes. We've been talking for some time now, and I want to believe you are one of the guys who thinks Enzo Maresca is not really the man. Sometimes that is what you tell me. I don't know if you are still there, if you are still on that stance. But people have started complaining. Is it about his selection, the first 11 he normally brings out? Is it about his approach to the games, or is it about his in-game management? Because it nearly became 3 defeats in a row, had it not been at the fact that they needed to dig deep in the second half to come to win the game by.
Robert, Enzo Maresca should understand that he has moved from one phase of Chelsea's team to the other. Initially, it was building a new kind of phase for Chelsea because of the quality of players they brought. Average, not established, not known. So giving you the room to build these players together, to find a certain chemistry with these players, agreed. So during that moment, you can draw games. You can throw away your lead. You can do whatever.
You can bottle them.
Are you getting it? But Chelsea are now in a certain trajectory that I believe that it's upwards or never. They are never going to back down on where they've reached, especially from the Conference League to the FIFA Club World Cup. And to be able to have that badge attached to your jersey is a signal that you yourself as a coach, you must above the level you were before you won that kind of trophy. The players must also understand the caliber of club they are playing for and the standard the team is now moving to. But as we speak, these guys are not playing like world champions. The coach is not behaving like a club World Cup winning coach. And I mean, the kind of selections you do present in games and the kind of quality of play the players always present, Chelsea are now going backwards. Instead of their level, they are rather dropping their standards. And even the top players, or let me say the first 11 players you can mention in Chelsea, few of them are giving their top performance. Sometimes isn't any top guy in the game for Chelsea. Again, the goalkeeping department don't go there. The centre back department isn't good about either Tosin Adarabioyo, Wesley Fofana or Trevor Chalobah. They are not playing like world-class players. I agree that of level yet, but whilst the team is growing, whilst performance is trying to move in a certain shape, you must also try to understand that you should reach, or you should raise your level to that kind of apex to be able to stay to that kind of competition. But then again, you question Enzo Maresca at times some decisions. That game against Manchester United, after a red card, he was just confused on the heat of events, where big coaches do make big decisions, where we draw lines between who is top coach and who is an average coach. I think let's try to limit our hypes on this man, Enzo Maresca. He's not yet there. Because some decisions are there. Top coaches will do that. Winners are going to do that. Liverpool will get 2 red cards, they will open the game up. They are not going to attack for who. They are going to maximize the game and play and get their coaches, top teams do. But this against Manchester United, who cannot even bite.
Toothless bulldog.
They can create. The Premier League, they are having their best XG, but they don't score. Benjamin Sesko don't know the league he's playing to score goals. Brandon Mbeumo, the only thing you can describe is pace.
Are you being fair?
Bruno Fernandes is now emotional.
Are you being fair to Manchester United?
Of course, the facts are there. Look, They are the best in terms of chances creation, in terms of big chances, in terms of expected goal. They should be hitting the roof. Manchester cannot buy. You got a red card and you decided to sacrifice 3 of your attackers. Now, against Lincoln City, and we are Italian coach for Christ's sake. And before you move from your coaching course, you must understand the first principle, the apex of building a formidable defense. To even manage games are for Italian coaches. An Italian coach can give you 1-0, second minute of the game. They can defend that 1-0 to the entire 90 minutes or even to additional time. But Enzo Maresca is behaving like a Spaniard, behaving like an English international, behaving like maybe a Dutch coach.
Don't you think it was because he learnt from a Spaniard? That is Pep Guardiola. The moment you pass through Pep Guardiola's, class, definitely you need to be attacking minded.
Enzo Maresca is a graduate from the Coverciano, Italy.
Okay.
Where the likes of Gian Piero graduated, where the likes of Matteo Lippe is teaching now, where the likes of Carlo Ancelotti graduated. And he wrote his thesis that he loved the chess ball. That is how he understood football. And is it a chess kind of philosophy is displaying on the field? To be able to study and counter the opponent. And if you are conceding goals against maybe Real Madrid champions, they are great. Conceding goals against maybe Enzo Maresca must go. Like he's now trying to enjoy the Club World Cup success on 2 things. And the Premier League, he can ask his godfather, before you can dominate, you must add new things to your game and try to improve. But our goalkeeping is
Chelsea is far from dominance in the Premier League. That is what I see.
Oh yeah, yes, it's quite, the gap is wide. Pepe, what they are showing.
They are far.
Pepe, what they are showing. Last season, to your point, he was like, we are not in the race, but they were playing very well. But look, this season things are not going well, and teams that are trying to be title contenders are showing. Liverpool from that minute, Arsenal are putting their forces together. Even Man City are trying to bring themselves back in the race.
Okay.
So for me, Maresca must understand the team he's coaching, because
and he has to be careful because he has a game against Brighton and Hove Albion, another tricky opponent, and right after that, he'll be playing against Jose Mourinho's Benfica at home in the UEFA Champions League. Don't forget, Jose also bounced to a winning start.
Yeah, but yesterday he drew against Real Madrid.
Yes, of course. But, that is Jose, the drama and everything. Let's begin our stories from the EFL Cup. A lot of games were played. We'll look at the results from those games and also try to give them to you. Chelsea, already mentioned, got to a start of a 2-1 victory. Barnsley lost to Brighton and Hove Albion by 6-0. I just mentioned that Chelsea will be playing against them. Also, Burnley lost to Cardiff City at home. Now, Fulham defeated Cambridge United by 1-0. Lincoln City at home got a first goal. Chelsea managed to come back to win by 2-1. Wigan Athletic lost to Wycombe Wanderers by 2-0. Wolverhampton defeated Everton 2-0. Wrexham beat Reading by 2-0. And also Liverpool against Southampton. Alexander Isak got a goal. Hugo Ekitike. It was drama in that game. But before that, let's take the highlights of the game between Everton and also Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Coleman slips it in nicely for promising this now for Everton. Alcaraz into Tyler Dibbling. Well, it's the first real shot of the game. And Tyler Dibbling on his right foot there, firing it wide. But it was well carved out by Everton. O'Brien to go long. The need of the fingertips of the goal.
Try to give them to you. Chelsea.
His reaction, he might just get a... The main goal is to win, and we got to score a goal. So
Lincoln 1, Chelsea 0.
The shock is on at St Sylvester.
I was more worried about this game than, sometimes Premier League.
And this time Santi Jimenez scores. Perfect cross from Davide Bartesaghi. He's been waiting.
By Federico Chiesa against Bournemouth. Rio Ngomoha's goal was around the 100th minute against Liverpool. Dominic Szoboszlai against Arsenal. And yesterday, Hugo Ekitike got his goal on the 85th minute. So they are always leaving it late. And that is what Liverpool is all about this particular season. To the Europa League games today, we are going to witness some interesting games. PAOK Thessaloniki will take on Maccabi Tel Aviv. Midtjylland will play Sturm Graz. Dynamo GNK will play Fenerbahce. Real Betis against Nottingham Forest. Braga against Feyenoord. Crvena Zvezda will play Celtic. Freiburg will take on FC Basel. Nice will play AS Roma. And also Malmo will play against Ludogorets. These are the games for today. Now to the local scene, some general statistics from the Ghana Premier League. Let's take that. Okay. Let's first of all talk about the Black Stars of Ghana. Now, the Black Stars will continue to push for a place in the 2026 FIFA World Cup when they play against Central African Republic in the Group I qualifier on Wednesday, October 8, 2025. The game has been scheduled to take place at the El Abdi Stadium in Al Jadida, Morocco. So this is the venue you have on